Yo, what is up, YouTube? OG back again for another video for you guys. Gonna do a little post-match reaction to the Arsenal vs Nottingham Forest game, and it was Arsenal 2, Nottingham Forest 1. So yeah, good start to the season on the opening day. 3 points on the board, so that's all you can really ask for. You know, you can't be too critical. Of course, we conceded a goal at home, which isn't great. I would have liked the clean sheet, but you can't have everything. I'd rather have the 3 points at the end of the day than if it was a 0-0 and we had a clean sheet. So yeah, I'd rather we have the win and then 3 points, even if we did concede a goal. So a good opening day for the Gunners. We saw Man City the day before beat Burnley 3-0 away from home, so we knew the pressure was on. We can't. It seems like every single game we have to match City. That's what it feels like. We can't feel like we can lose one game these days. We can get 90 points and still lose the league to City. So it's the margins are so tight in this league now. That's what it feels like, at least. So we knew the pressure was on. We were at home against Nottingham Forest, so I was confident in my preview that we would get the win, and it turned out to be the case. The first day of the season with the fans behind us, the momentum. I thought we would get over the line, and to be honest, we completely dominated the first half and pretty much all of the game except for right at the end when they equalised. So I was pretty happy with the general performance. We had some all our new players starting. We had Jurian Timber, not Julian, not Urian. It's Jurian, how he likes to be pronounced. So he actually got injured on the day, which is unfortunate. It's typical. He never got injured at Ajax. He comes to Arsenal, and on his first game, he's already injured. So that's just typical. But I think he'll be all right. So touch wood, fingers crossed that he'll be okay. He had a great debut. He's confident on the ball. He made some really good defensive blocks, actually. So I was quite impressed that he was able to get back as well and put a foot in and get some blocks in. So credit to him. He had a good debut before he went off injured. And Declan Rice in the midfield, the £100 million man. He's going to be crucial to us this season with consistency if he can stay fit, because Partey is always an injury risk. So, which was weird because we actually played Partey at right back in that game, which I thought was very strange, very weird formation, tactical there. But it worked out on the day. But that's because it was against Nottingham Forest. If we try that against any other opposition, he's going to get found out. Even on the day, he was getting found out a bit, turned inside out and balls in behind. But he's not a right back, so I can't be too critical of him. But yeah, Declan Rice, he had a great debut. He was putting his foot in the midfield. He was coming back and winning the ball back, and he's just a quality player. He keeps the possession, he keeps the ball moving, he keeps the ball ticking, and he actually got some decent shots on target. He's playing that more forward role that Xhaka used to play, but I think he's much better than Xhaka at shooting. So he should be getting a goal for Arsenal pretty soon if he keeps up that kind of form and that kind of accuracy, because he had two really decent shots on target. So credit to him. Great debut for him. I'm sure he'll hopefully have a great career for the Arsenal as a centre midfielder for us. Crucial role in the midfield. We've never really filled that role since Vieira, really. So it's very hard to get a real quality player, and with him and Partey in the midfield, I think that's a great spine to have going forward. And then of course Kai Havertz, he played, and he didn't score. He played all right though. He didn't nothing too bad, nothing too great. He held the ball up well when he could. He brought others into play. He actually can run into the channels, and so he's a decent player. Some people saying, "Oh, he slowed the game down a bit. He slowed the ball down," but he kept possession. He kept it. So I'm not going to be too critical of him yet. Got some people who are already on his back, saying he should be scoring and that he should have scored in the Community Shield. But I'm sure he'll get his goal for Arsenal pretty soon. And yeah, it was actually Eddie started the game. Like I say, it was like a weird formation with Partey at right back. It was kind of like a no, 4-3-3, kind of with Partey right back, Saliba, Gabriel at the back, and then Jurian Timber left back, and then we had I think it was Erdegaard, Rice, and I'm trying to think I think Kai Havertz he played in the midfield, and then we had Eddie up top as the number 9, and then Saka on the right, and Martinelli on the left, and Martinelli had an absolutely amazing game. He came very close second to man of the match behind Bukayo Saka for me. So he was electric. He was driving at players. He did some Zidane skill to set up the first goal. Freddie Nketiah did a nice Zidane-esque turn, and then he backheeled it into the path of Eddie Nketiah, who got the opening goal. So credit to Eddie as well. You know, I'm happy for him. He scored a goal on the opening day of the season, so that'll be some good confidence building for Eddie. Yeah, happy for him. It was a good effort and on target, and hey, it went in the net. Might have had a slight deflection, but hey, it doesn't matter. It went in, so happy for Eddie. Great assist from Martinelli. And yeah, I thought we were actually going to play like a 3-5-2 the way we were set up with like kind of like Ben White as right back, and because Ben White was actually playing centre back because Gabriel came on later actually in the game. He didn't actually start the game. And then to make it 2-0, it was Bukayo Saka with incredible goal. He drove in from the right wing on his left foot and a top left corner. Quality finish, a very powerful shot, you know. He scored 10 goals and 10 assists last season, and he's already on the mark in the first game with a goal. So credit to Bukayo. He's our star boy. You know, everyone in the league knows it. He's first on the England team sheet as well. So what a player, and what a team we're developing, all these youngsters at the same time. It's a great time to be a gunner, great time to be part of this Arsenal squad, you know, with Martinelli, Eddie, Erdegaard, you know, Saka, of course, Smith Rowe, all these youngsters coming in at the same time, adding to the strength and depth now with, you know, Trossard as well, you know, got Jorginho strengthening the midfield, and maybe David Raya coming in for the goalkeeping position to keep some competition with Ramsdale. You know, he had a decent game, Ramsdale, but of course, you know, he didn't keep a clean sheet, but that wasn't really his fault. You know, Anthony Elanga came on for Nottingham Forest, and he changed the game for them. He was their man of the match. As soon as he came on, he was so electric down the wing. He's got great pace. He literally, we had a corner, and they counter-attacked, and he just drove down the left wing. No one could catch up with him. He was so quick and pacey, and then he just passed the ball in the net. You know, we should have done better defensively. It was obvious he was just going to cut it back to the striker, Taiwo, and yeah, and he put it in the net. So, you know, credit to them. They got a goal on the day, and they made it scary at the end. Squeaky bum time at the end to get over the line, but credit to the lads. And Arteta, he brought on Gabriel to help us seal the deal and get us over the line. So credit to the Gunners. Come on, you Gunners! A great result. First day of the season, first game of the season. 3 points on the board, and I think our next game is against Crystal Palace. So I'll be back for a preview for that. So yeah, disappointing we conceded, but happy to get 3 points on the board, and we go forward now. Yeah, against Crystal Palace. So I'll be back with a preview for that. Come on, you Gunners.